We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Drilled down the line. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 23.
Standing in, Corey Dickerson. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Chopped at third. Tough to get to. To second, there's Cano. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Now to the plate, Jesus Aguilar. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard, but foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 2-2. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
The second for one, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Marlins forced to settle for one. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Elieser Hernandez gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed
The pitch.
Rosario.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
The 1-1 home.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Hit in the air to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The third baseman, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here it comes. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. McNeil is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 1-0. New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Jorge Alfaro. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Sinker down around the knees gets the called strike.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's 1 away.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, number 5, John Birdie.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, John Birdie. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it on to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, Matt Kemp.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Kemp in front at 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Kemp.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
To the plate now, Eliezer Hernandez. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Kemp, the runner at first with 2 gone. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. 1 left for Miami. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Michael John Porto.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Dickerson is there, and he has it for the out. J.D. Davis the next at bat. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. Here comes the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2-0 count. The pitch.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses ball four. And now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
The catcher, Wilson.
So it's a runner at first with two gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. From the belt, the pitch.
1-0.
And a ball, 1-0.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Grounded down the third baseline. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets leave one. They trail this one 1-0. Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz.
Jonathan Villar.
First pitch on its way. Villar, the former Baltimore Oriole, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Two balls and two strikes to Jonathan Villar.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back.
So striding forward now, Miguel Rojas comes into this one with just one hit in 9 tries for the series. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. And he takes a called strike one. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 23.
Digging in for his second at bat, Corey Dickerson reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Now here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They lead it 1-0. Here's Yoenis Cespedes as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The center fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Ball 1.
Now the 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
And that's in there. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Steven Matz. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
The 1-0 home.
Hey!
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2. Here it comes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind an account. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ahmed Rosario as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Outside, 3-0 now. Pitch on the way. That's in there. 3-1.
Down to 3-1.
Line hard, but foul. And another foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar, as we begin the top of the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box now, Isan Diaz. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 2-0 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I could get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
The 2-0 on the way. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He popped out in his first trip. From the stretch. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. Lifted in the air to right field. Conforto is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Birdie. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And he'll lay off here as well, and it's 2-0 to the Miami 3rd sacker.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Fair to say? Oh, my goodness. These folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Robinson Cano the next to dig in.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here comes the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Dickerson's after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Number 6.
Striding in once again, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Diaz is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Alonso, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. So a full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order go the Mets. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping into the box, Matt Kemp. A base hit in his first trip.
10.
Here it comes. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Ready on 1 and 2. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. None out. Runners at first and second. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now the 2-1. Hit back up the middle. Rosario brings it in. One there. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged a bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. First pitch on its way.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. One run scores. Here's a second runner around third. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Rick Porcello enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. In now, Jesus Aguilar. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
At the plate, Isan Diaz, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Ball 1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in 1 inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Digging in, John Birdie. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Kemp. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Cespedes going back at the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 5 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Into the box, J.D. Davis. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-0 count, the pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. 1 out, nobody on. Count remains full. Another one sent foul. Weak grounder down the line at third. On to first, and there were 2 down. Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. Striding in, Yoenis Cespedes comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Just catches the inside corner for strike 2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off. 2 out with the man at first. This one sinks low on a touch outside. It's a full count. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Eduardo Nunez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Eduardo Nunez.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. High in the air into shallow left center. After it is Dickerson. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Brad Brock takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
So here now is the pitcher, Eliezer Hernandez, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with.
Hernandez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
To the plate now, Jonathan Villar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Strike taken up in the zone.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Nobody out, runner on first. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. And he popped him up. Cano ranging into shallow right. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The left fielder, number 20.
So digging in now, Corey Dickerson. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. A runner on first with 2 away. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-1 to count. As a look, now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
2 out with the man at first. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Smoke toward third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. So striding in, Ahmed Rosario will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Looking to send him packing again. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Cano waiting on the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now that's popped up. Birdie is under it. 2 down. In now, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, outside.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, that's only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
So here's Pete Alonso. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
A runner on first with 2 away. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The 2-2. Lined hard and deep down the left field line. But he just missed his extra bases. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Seventh inning ready to roll. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Aguilar. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
Okay.
Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Ready once again, Isan Diaz. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0 delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to hit is the catcher, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
And that misses ball 1.
1-0.
To short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Marlins lead this one 5-0. Jose Arena gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 62, Jose Urena.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
1-1.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Into the box, J.D. Davis. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
Here it comes, 1-0. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
3-0 now. Now the pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Two and two to the Mets catcher.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping up now, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Now the 1-0. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Now another 1-2. Hit hard down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row, and they finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Brandon Kinsler is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. Ahmed Rosario will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. They get the force at the plate, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson.
Stepping in, Robinson Cano. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the high velocity. If he shows that great arm action, pulls the string on you, sometimes a pop-up is going to be the result.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. And he lays off for ball one. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 2 out, bases loaded. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Full count, here it comes. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 5 and the Mets 1. Paul Sewald has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So coming to the plate, John Birdie. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
John Birdie.
First offering on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
And now a pitch on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now here's the pitch. hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. At the plate, Matt Kemp. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. (5-1) our score as we play the 8th. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. This is foul right side. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Garrett Cooper will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, Garrett Cooper.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Cooper, originally from the state of Alabama, he was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Jonathan Villar would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Miami down in order. They lead this one though 5-1. Stephen Tarpley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37.
Bottom of the inning now. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And there's one down now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner. Ready for another shot now. Michael Conforto. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he falls behind. 0-2. Hit softly down the line at first. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Riding into the box, J.D. Davis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Takes this the other way to right. Kemp is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets leave one. They're down here 5-1. Dylan Betances enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Jonathan Villar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Now the 1-0. Weakly hit towards first. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Miguel Rojas. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
1 out, nobody on. Right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes. That's ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
2 out, nobody on. Three and 1 to the Marlins left fielder.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Pops this one up. McNeil in foul ground, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're up 5-1. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Outside, 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now Ramos with a swing and a deep drive to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Ryan Stanek takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek. Now batting, the center fielder,
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. Here's a high fastball that's fouled off to the right of the catcher here for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out. Matt Adams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Mets, number 21, Matt
Adams.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count now. 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed.
Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1, no strike.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out to center field. VR is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now batting, Robinson Cano. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And no waits on the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
The batter, number 6.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil, lifted down the line in left. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Miami jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Elieser Hernandez earns his first win of the season, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Ryan Stanek hammers down the save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.